Hello, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. And today we'll do another reading for you guys, and we'll see what's going on in here. But today I'll do a little bit of a different reading, and this reading will be exclusively for the sign of Taurus in the collective. I will do Taurus, I will do Cancer, and Capricorn. These are the main three signs I will definitely do as and when I get the chance to read for you. This is just, I really do it for the collective, but sometimes you would like to just narrow it down a little bit more so that people kind of benefit from that story a little bit more, even though I personally believe that collective energies are the energies for everyone. But, sometimes if you narrow things down a bit, it's probably easier for people of that particular zodiac sign to understand their situation better. So, Taurus, for sure, I love you guys. You know that. Cancer, and of course, I will do Capricorn for now. Okay. And then we'll see if there is anything else that comes up in here. But as of now, we will do the collective Taurus. So this time I will do a little bit of a different way, a style, whatever you might say. But first, I will get my deck ready as you guys prepare to hear me out as the spirit world comes into focus and action for this reading for the collective Taurus. I'll do what I always normally do is I will cut the deck 3 times, flip it around the center part of this deck. Something is wanting to already come out, and we'll go from there. So let's rock and roll, guys, and let's see what the collective Taurus has in store around this portion in time. Okay, and as I always normally say, I'll repeat myself. We are all on different timelines, so just because you're a Taurus doesn't necessarily mean that you are exactly in the same timeline as another Taurus. Okay, so yours could be a little bit different here and there. The other person's timeline could be a little bit different. So my suggestion, guys, would be don't compare yourself with another Taurus that you probably know of. Okay, look at your own situation, look at your own energy, look at your own guidance, and see what you can make the best out of it. Okay, now I'll pray, and as I shuffle the cards, and we'll go from there, and then you can see how I kind of lay out the deck. The base card this time will be a major arcana I've chosen for this reading. Okay, this will give us the major arcana at the base, and then we'll do the clarifiers with the normal deck that I normally do, so that the message is more clear, basically. Okay, so let's get into the reading, guys. I'm going to roll down the camera a little bit for your benefit as we move into this reading for you, and we'll go from there. Okay, and just hold on with me. All right, so I think we are kind of ready. Spirit, universe, source. This reading is for the collective Taurus. Their energies around this portion in time. What are they looking at? What are they feeling? What is the suggestion, the advice that you might have to offer them for their personal benefit? Okay. Please make me a clear channel for this reading so that I can tell everybody what you are telling me and go from there. Okay. The collective Taurus into this reading around this portion in time, and let's move from there. So let's see what the first base cards are talking about, and we'll clarify as we get into the reading, okay? And I'm going to first lay out the cards before I open up the reading, guys, for you, and I channel the energies. I would rather have all the cards ready so that we can keep channeling the energies in the right way for you to get more benefit out of this particular reading for you. Okay, collective Taurus, please, into this reading around this portion in time. Let's see. What do you have to tell them? My spirit, my guide, my divine angel, ancestors, everybody here in this reading for the collective Taurus. I'm going to lay out 6 as I normally do. 6 is the number of communication between me and my spirit world. You guys already know that, and then we'll move from there, okay? This particular deck for the major arcana is meant to be read in the upright, guys. So this message will all be in the upright. But the normal deck, the Raider read, will be the usual way that we go, okay? Let's see. Please give me 2 more messages for the base card, so that we can go from there. 2 more messages, please. Okay, 2 cards at the same time, but I want 1 each. Okay, there you go. And the last one for me, please. Thank you. Wow, beautiful. All right, the bottom of the deck is the High Priest. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay, the High Priest is somebody who is the Hierophant, okay, in the normal deck, but is very divine, very spiritual, with regards to their belief, their ideas, their traditions, their commitment. Somebody probably could be wanting a commitment with you, or has been stuck in some kind of a commitment already. It can be anything for anyone, okay? But we'll go from there. But it's High Priest also talks about trials in your destiny, right? But things like fate and everything is a part of your trial with your destiny as well for the High Priest. So it can mean anything for anyone. But we'll go from there. Please talk to me about this one here. I normally don't take 2 cards at the same time because I feel the messages would be better off if we can actually work with 1 card and 1 message at a time, right? So that it's more proper. And then if I need more clarifiers, we'll definitely get more clarifiers in here. Okay, let's see if there is anything more. Please talk to me about this card here. Oh God, God, give me two cards here. Spirit is very enthusiastic to give you many messages at the same time, but give me one card, please, so that I get the proper messages to channel with you. You can fast forward this part of the video, guys, if you are not closely watching the shuffling here, or you don't have time to watch the shuffle. So you can fast forward as and when you think it's the best time for you to jump into the reading, because I'm going to channel the energies only after I get the cards, at least the first layer out, and then we'll go from there, okay? Wow, okay, all right, let's see. Maybe we'll do more layers as we get into the reading for the next two parts of it, okay? Just so that you know about it. I'm very curious to see what is the message on the first layer here. Talk to me about this one here. Oh, wow, three of them together. That's a lot. All right, let's start off first with the first layer, and then I'm going to proceed, because if I need more clarifiers for the first top part of the story, then I'm going to get it before I move to the second part of the story, okay? All right, let's move. So the first major arcana you have is the star. The star is normally comes to you after there has been a lot of turmoil in your life, okay? When you have gone through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of bad stuff, changes, anger, frustrations, sudden change. It can be anything. Like there has been a turmoil in your life, and now take it in the way it resonates with your story. Anything. Could be a job change, a house change, family situation change, marital status changes, any kind of sudden change, or a crumble or crumbling that has happened in your life. Now that is already over for you guys, Taurus. Okay, whatever had to be, whatever had happened, bad stuff. Normally, you know what? It's not always bad, but sometimes it can also happen because it is an awakening for you that needed to happen, right? But after the awakening has happened and you have gone through that portion of your life where you have discovered that, things are coming back to normal, or you are settling down, you are healing from that story, you're resting, you're getting back your energy after having gone through a lot of running around or work or responsibilities, anything, right? So the star is talking about a portion in your time that's coming up, or for some it's already there, where Spirit is saying everything is okay. You can take a break from your running around, getting all worked up. You need to revive, you need to change yourself, you need to heal, you need to take some rest and get back to your energies or get back into your normal energy. Okay, so the star is a good sign that things are coming back for you in a much better way after a lot of hard work that you might have put in, and you probably have not got the desired result, anything. So it could be a situation where you're coming out of that story, guys, and now you're coming to terms with your understanding that you need to take a break. You need to give yourself ample amount of time to heal, right? Then you have the Seven of Wands, so which is talking about you getting back your stability, you coming back with your title, right? You know who you are. You want your stability back. You want your title back, right? Whoever you are. That people know that, yes, you are that person. So you want to pick yourself back into action once again and do the right things, because then you have the Empress, right? And this is again a sign of Taurus. So you want to bring back your fertility. You want to create that abundance. You want to do that all by yourself. You are becoming emotionally independent in your life, excuse me, to bring back that fertility on your own, that fertility which probably you had lost before. So you want to pick up, you want to be back in the game, right? You want to be back in the game, because then you have the judgment and the justice in reverse. So clearly, where you probably had not taken enough responsibility for your own happiness or your own abundance in life. So you have to heal, you have to recharge your battery in order for you to get back into action and be back in the game on your terms, right? Whatever you think is the right thing for you, because somewhere before you know that you hadn't taken responsibility for your own action. So your karma has not served you the right justice. It's become a scene of injustice for you. So now you want to pick it up, right? You want to get back, but for which you have to recharge yourself. You have to give yourself enough time, heal back from whatever has gone wrong in your life, and take on to becoming who you actually are, with your strength and with your confidence in life. Okay? Now the next card talks about temperance. Now when we get the card of temperance, there could be a situation here where you know that you have to emotionally be in a high vibration energy. So or that somebody in your life is in a high vibration energy, right? They are holding that two cups. They are not moving, they are not doing anything, but they are being very patient. It also could be you, that you have been very patient with a lot of things in your life, Taurus, but now you're trying to come out of that situation where you might have been frustrated. You could have been angry. You could have been, excuse me, you could have been emotionally disbalanced. Anything, right? But you know that you have to bring back the balance. And the balance comes with your own alchemy. How do you balance your emotions? Very important. How do you manage to control situations but not lose your patience? How do you manage to work with the tough situations, yet be in the high vibration energy and not lose your patience with anybody? Keeping that cool, right? So, this is where temperance is showing up in here. So, Spirit is saying that you need to work on your own emotional vibrations. You have to raise it, you have to pick it up. So, you can do that only when you rest, you rejuvenate, you get back your energy, it's a challenge. It will be a tough challenge for you guys to get back what you have lost or what you want in your life once again. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be a challenge because there could be a lot of obstructions and obstacles in your way as you work for your own benefit in life, where you know that somewhere in the past you did not do the right thing. You did not work for your own well being, right? So, this is the time the challenge will be there. So, you need to be really in a high vibration energy in yourself where you have to keep your calm. You cannot lose your temper. You cannot throw tantrums. You cannot become a bad person by showing bad emotions or becoming or coming back on a low vibrational energy, right? So you have to always keep that in your as a part of your background check. Are you doing the right thing? Are you controlling your temper? A lot of things you might not like around this portion in time. A lot of people might criticize you, may say the wrong things, may work against you, could be anything. But if you are in the right emotional mood, if you know how to control your balance, your emotional balance, you won't have a problem. So you have to learn to ignore things. You have to learn to overlook things that other people might be saying to hurt you. Don't pay attention to all that story. Keep a check on yourself, right? Because five of sword in the reverse, because otherwise there could be a lot of regret and repentance back in your life again that you already might have faced, because somewhere in the past you had lost your balance, you have done a lot of things wrong, you had been in a low vibrational energy for which there could be a lot of regret and repentance in your life at this point. What you're feeling is that if only I had kept my balance intact, if only I knew how to work with my emotional vibrations, right? So that could be a regret, like you're kind of regretting something that you know that earlier you haven't done. Why? Because the King of Sword in the reverse, because you had not used your mind well, right? Logical mind. You had not made an effort to say the truth for some. For others, you could have been manipulative with your mind. You might have thought something and did something else. Or you might have thought about working in such a way with your mind where you could manipulate people, right? So your mind was a problem. And that's where your emotional balance was lost. That's where you could not hold on to your emotions because your mind was getting the better of you. It's very difficult for a person to balance your emotion and your mind together. So if you need the balance, your mind has to be in balance. Your logical sense, your analytical aptitude, your strategic way of working with things. It has to be in balance. When that is in balance, your emotions normally are in balance. But if that is not in balance, then your emotions are disturbed. And that's exactly where there is a lot of regret. That's now you're feeling as you are emotionally becoming more balanced in yourself. You can see where you have gone wrong in your life, Taurus. Okay? Sun. Yeah, there is a lot of enlightenment about this situation in yourself. You understand, or you are understanding yourself better. You're getting a lot of freedom now to look into your own situation, right? You are understanding what and where you have gone wrong. What are the things you could have done better, but where other things had disturbed you, you did not work on your logical sense well, you had become manipulative, or you allowed people to manipulate you because you were thinking exactly like them. It can be anything. But there is a lot of liberation that you're getting because you're coming out of that stage, right? And because you're coming out of that story, your mind is going to work better with your emotions. You're going to feel much better, right? So there is a lot of enlightenment, awakening, everything that is going to happen, right? With the sixth episode in the reverse, where you know that you haven't offloaded your baggages. You should have offloaded that particular baggage that you already had, and which is where your mind was not functioning well because there was a lot of baggage, unnecessary baggage of bad emotional or logical things that you were carrying within you, Taurus, right? And that is where you know you have a lot of regret and repentance over your past actions. And this is where you're trying to come out of. Somebody could have been very patient with you as you were going through this situation. It also could be that somebody had been watching you, had been in a very high vibrational energy. But because you were doing a lot of things wrong, they did not say anything, but they kept watching you, right? And now you have that regret and the repentance of your own feelings, about your own logical understanding, right? That you have gone wrong in many places, and there is a lot of internal regret and repentance over your past situation, which is where, like I said, you're also trying to liberate yourself with the sixth episode in the reverse saying that you should have done this a long time before. You should have let that baggages go, then your mind would have freed up a long time before. You would have been working with your emotions and your mind in a much better way. The Ten of Cups, right? The Ten of Cups is your emotions. You wanted that fulfillment, you wanted the happiness. And if you want that happiness, guys, you have to let your mind free. If you're holding a lot of garbage, I don't say baggage, I say garbage. If you're holding a lot of past garbage in yourself, that also could be your repentance you have had over situations in your life that you did not get. And that also could be a part of your baggage or garbage, that you have been constantly going over the story, right? Where exactly your mind was functioning and you probably did not realize that you were functioning as a wrong individual in your life. That also could be a part of the story. Your strategies were wrong. You spoke the wrong things. You thought about wrong stuff. You did not work in the right way, right? And this is where the enlightenment is. That you should have cleared up. And it also could be a story that you should have vented out, or you should have told the truth long time before to somebody you personally owe the truth to. It also could be that, right? Because now you're realizing that in order to get your happiness back, in order to become a completely satisfied human being, you have to let go of the baggage. That's when you will feel completely happy and stress free. That you have spoken out, you have told what is in your mind, instead of keeping them all tucked up in and doing the wrong stuff, right? The third part, the hermit shows up. This is where you need a lot of work, internal work, for you to understand where you have gone wrong, what are the things you have done wrong, and what is the course correction. A deep internal understanding of your own self. Some of you will have to take time off from a lot of other things in order to get a clarity of your own situation here. Right? So you need to take time off in order to understand yourself better. That's how I would like to say. So be in solitude if you have to be in solitude for some time. But take that break, take the time off, think about the situation, work around that situation in yourself. Don't work with others, don't take advices from others. It's not the time to listen to what others have to tell you. It's the time to listen to yourself. Very important, right? Because Emperor is in the reverse, because you know that you have been foolish. You had not been wise. You did not discipline yourself well, Taurus. You were immature in your thinking. You had clouded judgments about situations in life. Basically a sign of immaturity. Right? Where you should have been mature enough to realize what the problems had been and how to resolve that problem. But you had been immature and not disciplined. Not disciplined. You did not really work on a structured project or an idea in your life to get some good results, but you had been negligent, cold, inflexible about a lot of situations in your life where the Four of Pentacles says that you are retreating from that story. You're retreating back. You're taking back everything in yourself. And that is where you will get a lot of enlightenment, because you will understand yourself better when you internalize your own flaws and mistakes in life. Right? So you have to take back everything in yourself. This is all a very self-oriented work that's showing up around this point. And this is in favor of you understanding your own personal situation. Where are the things that you have done wrong? You have to take in your understanding. You have to hold back from a lot of things right now and internalize your own situation, right? With the Knight of Cups in the reverse, where Spirit says, otherwise you will have a lot of problem with your emotions. Again, if you do not internalize, you will always be disappointed. You will always crib. You will always feel that you're lacking something in your life. You're not being able to follow your heart. For some, it also could be that you are not offering your love to anyone. You're not being sentimental at this point, but it's not the time to be sentimental at this time. You have to understand yourself. You have to internalize your own situation. It's not the time to shower things out, to give things to everybody, to let them know, oh, how much I love you. First, you have to understand where you have gone wrong in your life, Taurus, before you take any kind of action over your emotions. You have to understand yourself better. Very important at this time. Okay. Now, let me go into the next part of the story. So, it's a very deep, internalizing situation for you, Taurus. You have to do a lot of work on yourself. Please talk to me about this card here. You have to be very, very flexible in your mind at this point. You have to let go of every other situation that is not serving you and give yourself a lot of time so that you know that you do not want the same mistakes to be repeated over and over and over again. You know, the whole situation is because of your past at this point. So you're making sure that you do not repeat any mistakes in your life, the ones that you have already done before, intentionally or unintentionally, doesn't matter. But you know that it has been a big time mistake in your life, okay? So you don't want to repeat that. So this time around, you have to take time, rejuvenate, work around yourself, give yourself importance. Very important. Give yourself importance, because no one is more important at this point in time in your life other than your own self. Okay? So keep that in mind, Taurus. Okay. Please talk to me about this card here. Do a lot of soul searching, understand your situation, go back into your past to reevaluate where you have gone wrong, and do the right. Because you know the question and answers are all here in this card. You know it, right? So you have to watch for that situation now, that you are in a much better place as a much better person. Very important for you. Okay? Yeah, because you know why, I'll tell you. The reason why Spirit wants you to do this, it's because Spirit wants you to take a turning point in your life. And I'll tell you why. That's exactly what's showing up in here. Okay, but we'll go step by step. So hopefully I made myself clear on this situation. So right now, it's time to work on yourself, Taurus. Do a lot of self-search. Okay? Be wise. Take time. Think about your own situation. The answers are all here on this table, but you have to understand this situation from your own perspective as well. Very important. Okay. Now, the next card out, guys, the base card says the Chariot. Again, talks about emotion, determination, will, freedom, right? To take on to the driver's seat. Go the way that you want to go, but for which you need a lot of guts. You need a lot of courage. You need a lot of determination and the will to move things in the right place, to take actions on situations that has been wrong before for you, or you know it has been wrong. So emotionally, you have to be very strong-willed, right? You have to give yourself the free will as well for some to take on the challenges that might otherwise be in your way. So, emotionally, again, with this card, guys, excuse me, I don't know why my throat is giving me issues today. With this card, Spirit says that you have, again, there will be challenges. It won't be an easy go for you. Not that you take on the driver's seat and you start to rush. Because there could be a positive and a negative situation both at the same time in your way. So you have to make the right choice and the right decision with this card. Or else you will get sucked into the negative energy and the positive will not come to you. So you have to be very, very strong-willed at this time to understand what is right, because there could be temptations for you again, right? There could be temptations for you where you might be again pulled towards the wrong direction. And you don't want that. You want the right positive way out, for which you have to be very strong-willed and a very determined person in your logical sense, in your head as well, right? Why? Because 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, because you know, Taurus, that you had been unfocused in your life before, right? There are a lot of things in your life that must have come, but you had been unfocused. You did not pay attention. You did not pay attention because you were not focused in your work, in your life, in your job, in anything that you had been doing. Doesn't necessarily has to be one particular thing, right? So for which Spirit says that this time of the year, you have to watch yourself because your mind could be distracted again. So you have, the moment you feel any kind of distraction is pulling you towards your negative side, stop. Break off. Break off. Don't go that way because you know intuitively, you know that's a wrong thing to do. Because if you're unfocused, a lot of people might say a lot of things, do a lot of things, and again, you're distracted. You're coming out of your own energy and going towards the negative way because somebody's distracting you. Or you by yourself could be distracted. So watch for that, okay? Watch for that. The 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. And the distraction can come from people. Can come from a lack of teamwork, where you want something, but you're not getting it out of people. It could be a job situation. It could be also a situation in your own personal life where you lack support, you lack teamwork, you lack cooperation from people, which is perhaps where you could be again unfocused about the whole situation because this is again a pull between the positive and the negative. So that's why Spirit says that with the Chariot card, you have to watch for this because this pull would be there, right? And the reason this pull would be there, it's because you want it, but you're not getting it. So you're distracted. Why am I not getting it? Why are people not cooperating with me? Why are people not supporting me? Why are they not working with me? That kind of a feeling. Being left alone, right? So that could be a major cause of distraction around this point in time. So you have to watch for that energy, right? Judgment, where you need to take a decision. You need to make a call. So you cannot afford to be distracted in your life, Taurus, because there is some major decision in your life that you have to make now. Or you will be making. As the King of Pentacles, that's you. Where you want to be back in the game. As I told you right in the beginning. You want to take your title back. You want to feel safe and secured in yourself. With your money, with your material goods. with your house, with your belongings, with your assets, with your job. It can be anything, right? So you will have to make strong decisions around this point in time if you want your title back, guys. And if you want to be back in the game. So there is no way you can be distracted in your life, because if you're distracted, you will lose your title again. You will end up doing the wrong thing, right? The moon. You have to really dig into your subconscious self. As the King of Pentacles, before you take a leap of faith, because a decision has to be made, whatever the decision could be in your life, you know it better, right? Before you eventually take that decision, guys, dig into your subconscious self, because still you could be working with a lot of fear in your mind, and you don't want that. Because if you have fear of anything, again you will lose your title. You will not get what you want. So before you take that decision, make sure that you are clear about your own subconscious self, that you don't have any lurking fears, any worries, any stress, any tension in your life. So because that major decision otherwise will again be affected, whatever the decision that you're trying to make at this point, right? So you have to watch, because the subconscious can play against you. The subconscious can tell you, oh, you want your title back, but no, you know what? There are certain things you are still not clear about. You're fearful of that situation. So if you are continuously worried about that situation, you will be distracted. Again, you will be sucked in and pulled in towards a negative situation in your life, because the worry, the tension will cause the distraction. So any major decision in life, you have to clear your subconscious self, right? The Two of Pentacles, before you do anything. Plan it well. Plan things well. You're not going anywhere right now, but if you can clear your subconscious self, if you're clear about your worry, about your stress, tension, you can see better. You will be able to see better, because right now, or else you will be stuck at the crossroad. That's what Spirit is saying, and you don't want to be stuck at the crossroad, right? Again, the one leg up and one leg down. Should I go? Should I do this? Or should I pull back? That will be again the same positive and negative going on. You don't want that. You want to make a firm decision. You want to take a firm call. You want your title back. You want to be recognized for who you are, right? For which you have to clear yourself. And what you clear is your fear. Your unnecessary fear, anxiety, trouble, which is causing a lot of dread and terror in your life, or else you get stuck again in the crossroad, and only plans will be there, but you won't be able to move forward. You will have a lot of plans, but again, because of the fear and the worry and the tension, you will not be able to move forward. So you need to clear that part. It's all very self-work, as I told you. A lot of self-work, guys, at this point. Okay. The next card out, see, the moon again. Yeah. There is a lot of things still going on in your subconscious state. You know that. That's where you're still stuck at the crossroad. You're not being able to act over this. You're not being able to take any action. You want to, but again, you're pulling back. Right? You have two ways open for some, but you don't know which is the right one for you. So that's a crossroad. Excuse me. That's a crossroad. So you don't want that thing, because then you're not getting anywhere. You see? You're not going to be going anywhere. You're again stuck there. And you don't want that thing. So you will like I told you, you will have a lot of plans, but you won't be able to manifest the plans. For you to manifest the plans, you need to take action, guys. Right? And that's where, again, the moon shows up, which is telling you that this is where your main work has to be done. You need to do a lot of work on your fear situation. More so I'm getting. Lot of fear. A lot of fear. That you're not telling anybody, but you know it. You're not expressing that to anyone. You're not opening up, but it's there in your subconscious. Right? You're not being able to find a way out. So you really need to delve into your subconscious state, guys, to bring back your balance, the Two of Pentacles. Right? You need to balance yourself. And the only way you can balance yourself, or else it will always be disbalanced. Your mind will always play tricks on you. Is that good? Is that bad? Is she good? Is she bad? Is the job right? Is the job wrong? Your mind will always be up and down. You'll always be juggling, but you need to find that balance in the juggle as well, right? For which you need to come to terms with your subconscious state, or else you will always be going up and down. You have to find back your balance. Very important for you, Taurus, right? And balance from what? The Seven of Swords. Balance from a lot of betrayal, loss of trust, where somebody has not taken responsibility, or you have not taken responsibility for your actions. Right? And the only reason you have not taken responsibility for your action, like I said, it's because of the fear situation. So there has been, you have betrayed somebody or somebody has betrayed you. So it's always up and down. Either you are betraying somebody or somebody is betraying you, and you know that, and you're constantly juggling over the situation because of the fear. You see what's happening? The Nine of Wands, where you're holding on, you're being stubborn about the situation. You're not letting it go. Again, fear. Because you have made a lot of mistakes in the past, you don't want to repeat another mistake by doing anything wrong. And it's exhausting for you. You're losing your strength, guys. You're losing your strength over the situation as you're trying to find back a balance in your life from a situation where you're going through or have gone through a lot of betrayal, where you might have also shrugged responsibilities because you haven't picked up the right responsibility for yourself. Because you're always like this, up and down, right? Sometimes in a very good mood, sometimes in a very bad mood. It can be anything, right? And because of that situation, somebody could have betrayed you. It also could be that because your mind was not totally in balance, right? Or you could have betrayed somebody because you're not sure how to act on that situation. So the easy way out is no. Let me say something else and get out of it. Or let me not take responsibility for that situation. I don't want that to take responsibility, right? And this is where you're holding on. You have been holding on. You're not giving up that situation because you have a lot of fear inside you. So even though you know you're depleting your strength, you're in the last phase of your reserve strength, you're still hanging on to the situation because you're scared about something, right? Chariot again shows up. You need a lot of determination to fight this fear. You need a lot of determination, grit, and will to fight off this situation, guys, or it's going to be very painful for you. Because you're already holding on and you're injured, you're tired, you don't want it, but again, you're like, no, I can't let this go. I can say the truth, I cannot act on it. Because if I act on it, I'm fearful that something will go very wrong. It can be anything for anyone. So you're always trying to, work through that phase of your life, trying to find a balance where, like I said, either you're betraying somebody or somebody is betraying you, yet you're not taking action on it. because you're scared about that situation, that if you take action, things will fall apart, right? So here is a chariot for you. So the chariot comes in to say, no, 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 no. You cannot go on doing this. Somewhere you have to call it quits. Somewhere you will have to put a stop to that situation, or else you will lose your strength completely, right? You need to take back control of your own emotions in here. Take back control of your own emotions. Be very careful how people can manipulate your emotions or has been manipulating your emotions. It also can be that, and you know about it. Somebody could have been manipulating your emotions because you have been trying to be good. It also can be that you're trying to be good because you're scared about that situation. So you're like, okay, it's fine, even though I know it's not fine. Okay, I agree with you, even though I know you're betraying me or betraying my trust. Right? But you're still holding on because of the fear. That's where you need to take control of this situation and bring back your grit, will, and determination. From where? From the Four of Wands. In yourself. It also could be that. Or it could be a situation which concerns your marriage, your domestic happiness, your love, your security. Something that you are attached with in your life, right? Something that you have been attached with. It could be a commitment, a marriage. It could be a love relationship. It also can be your security, a place where you feel comfortable. Maybe it's your comfort zone as well. But you need to bring back that grit, will, and determination to take control over your emotion where it concerns some kind of a relationship, some kind of love, or some kind of security in your life. The Eight of Cups, that's what I was talking about, a turning point. You need a turning point in your life, Taurus, because this, like I said, you need to take control of this situation because you have been scared about taking action on that situation where you knew that you were being taken advantage of as well for some people. And yet you haven't spoken a word because you have been scared. You need a turning point in your life. Let it go. Bring about a turning point. That's what Spirit is saying. Bring about a turning point in your life. 10 of Sword in the reverse says, let it go. Surrender it. Whatever that has happened before, let it go. Surrender that absolution. Don't worry about that situation. It's time for you to clear yourself of all the cause of worry, tension, terror that was causing you a lot of terror and dread in yourself. Let it go. Surrender that terror. Surrender that fear. Surrender the cause of your tension and worry. You need a turning point back in your life, Taurus. This is again very internal, as I told you. It's only up to you if you want to do it. I'm just reading the cards for you guys, okay? But this is what Spirit is advising you. Now, whether you do it or not, it's completely up to you. Okay, but this is where Spirit is saying, don't hold on to it. No more. It's done. It's gone. It's over. Let the sun come back. Let the sun come back in your life. You don't need this BS anymore. Okay. Please talk to me about this card here. Because if you keep doing that, guys, you will have a lot of issues. You will not be able to move out of this situation, Taurus. So you need to clear yourself. You need to understand it's no point holding on to a lost cause. Because the more you hold on to the lost cause, Just because of your subconscious state of mind, you will not be able to get back your own happiness. You want it. You really want it. You want to fight for it now because you know you have been unjustful in yourself, in your life as well. You have not served yourself justice. And that's where you're coming to your understanding. You need to serve justice to yourself, not to the world, right? That's important for you. And you know what I feel is very important for myself, that the first person in life is you. So if you are not happy with yourself, if you're not serving yourself well, if you're not doing justice to yourself, how can you serve others? How can you do justice to others? You can't, because you are unhappy. You're sad. You're very, very sad as a person then, right? So you will not be able to serve justice to anybody. You will not be able to do any good to anybody, in the sense that it's not coming from your heart because you are not clear about your own situation in life. So if you want to serve others well, if you want to do justice well for others, if you want to bring happiness in your life as well as to other people, then you have to serve justice to yourself. Very important, Taurus. Right? And this is not me saying it. This is Spirit telling you. Make sure you understand what Spirit is saying here. So work on yourself, guys. Be justful to yourself first before you bring justice to anybody in your life or think about anything. Oh, I'm not going to eat, but I'm going to serve food to somebody who needs food. But you're hungry yourself. How can you be happy serving food to others? You can serve food to others, just as an example, is only when you are completely happy, satisfied, and satiated in yourself. That's when you will freely give to other people, right? If you are not completely satiated with your own energy, with your own self, with your own understanding, with your own emotions, how can you serve other people well? Think about it. The Fool, Spirit comes in here at the end. The Fool says, I'm here. Spirit says, I'm here for you, Taurus. Trust me, I'm here. I'm here to show you the way, but you have to trust me. You have to understand that I'm always with you. I'm not abandoning you. I'm here to take you forward, not move you backwards. But you have to learn to trust your fate on me. You have to put your faith on me. Because only when you put your faith on me and keep your faith intact, that's when Spirit will come forward and say, okay, hey, I'm here. Let's do the right thing. So Spirit is here with you, Taurus. That's a very good part of the story. Spirit is here, has not abandoned you. No. Because you are a good human being. So Spirit will always be with you. But you have to trust your spiritual understanding as well. Right? The Star. See, the Star is repeated. So many cards are repeated with the major arcana. And the Star says it's time for you to heal. Take time, take a break. Rejuvenate yourself. Work with your own energy. I'm here for you. I'm helping you. I'm guiding you. I'm making things, better for you. But you have to make yourself feel better as well. So it's important for that situation to happen, right? The Tower in the reverse, because there have been a lot of things that has already probably happened or will happen now. It's still probably not happened. It also could be that. But again, the Star and the Tower in the reverse, where you have been trying to hold on and not move towards any change, it also can be that. But change will come. Change will happen, irrespective of whether you want it or not. Let me tell you that. So for which you have to be prepared. So you need a lot of energy in yourself to work on that change when it happens. It's more what I'm getting. And the change could be sudden. Hold on with me for a second here, guys. Please talk to me about the Tower in the reverse. Oh, wow. Okay, this time I'm going to take the 2 cards because you saw it just came out. And what is the change? The truth will come out. Spirit is leading you on to your true north. Spirit is telling you, I'm here for you. Look at this. I'm here, but you have to put your faith in me, trust in me, and work with me, not work against me. Be in touch with your spiritual understanding to heal yourself, to rejuvenate your energy, to bring back yourself in the right way. Right? Why? Because the change will come. The change that you have been averting, or you have not been going towards it, like I said, will eventually come out. The truth will be out in the open. Whatever that truth has been, that either you or somebody in your life had been putting a cover on. Could be that too, right? And what is the Tower in the reverse? Look. Look at this. Spirit is leading you on to your true north. Spirit is telling you this change will happen. And what is the change? That you will choose and move directions in your life towards the right place. You will be in the right place at the right time. But trust on that. Have faith on that. Keep your faith intact. Don't lose your faith on this situation, because this will evidently, this will eventually happen, where you will come out with the truth, or somebody will tell you the truth, and Spirit will be leading the direction towards the truth. Wow, this change will come. Okay, sorry guys. The 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now we were in the Tower in the reverse. I just clarified that. Where you have overinvested, stopping things from happening. You have put in a lot of effort because you did not want things to move or change in your life, Taurus. But that's not going to work for you. That's not going to work for you, guys. Excuse me. You cannot hold on to that anymore because this change is evident. It's showing up here. It will come. Okay? Now, how it will come, when it will come, we don't know, but it will come. Okay? Because you had been stopping the truth from coming out. You had been putting a lot of covers over it. Maybe, like I said, you have been manipulating that situation because you were scared about opening up or not telling the right thing. But that will eventually not happen anymore. Okay? The High Priestess, which will immediately raise your vibrations, because you will be in touch with your intuition. You will know. And what is the intuition? And how is the vibration happening? You will get your strength back. You see, the moment this change happens, you will feel so much relieved. You will feel so much relieved, as though there is like 100 kilos of burden that you were carrying, and then one day you're like, whew, my shoulders are feeling so light because I don't have any burden anymore to carry. Right? Where you had been stopping and preventing the truth from coming out, what you were doing is you were carrying that 100 kilos of weight on your shoulder. And you had been over-investing on stopping the truth from opening up or taking place or telling it. So you had been putting a lot of pressure on yourself, trying ways and situations to stop that change so that nobody knows the truth. But eventually Spirit says, no, truth is the truth. It will come out. And once it happens, you will be relieved of that 100 kilos of weight off from your shoulder. Your vibrations will come back internally, because the truth is out. You don't have to carry that 100 anymore on your back. And what that will do, guys, is it will make you feel a lot more stronger in your self. Your strength, your compassion, your love, everything will come back. Everything. You will be able to work with your intuition so much better. Because you will feel better. Let's put it that way. Your burden is off. Your shoulders are light. Your head is light. Your subconscious is clear. So obviously your strength will come back. You will be a much better person. You will feel so much better in yourself, because you don't have to manipulate anybody anymore. Or you will not have to work in wrong ways anymore. Your truth is out. You are clear. You are clean. You are good. Your strength is back. Okay? Enjoy this reading, guys. Please put in your comments if you have any and let me know. Okay? But till then, love you, take care, and we'll see you once again very soon.